Hey trainers, welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. I would be Poke Dad.
I'm the dancing bear at first base.
And today on Pokemon TCG, we're going to start looking at rotation and looking into the world's format, right?
That's our plan.
But as we get closer to the North American Intercontinental, we'll start giving our thoughts and opinions on decks and all that like we normally do, meta forecasts. But we have a lot of work to do here to prepare everybody for the rotation. So this is going to be a long video, and we just got back from vacation, so sorry we haven't posted anything for about a week. We just needed a break, so we're gonna do our best here to break everything down. We've got a lot of work here, and we're gonna do our best to basically get a starting point, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go over our forms of search because I honestly think the rotation hinges on what search engine are we going to be able to use, right?
I agree.
So without a solid search engine, I would say pretty much the deck is dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So straight away we lose Zoroark, so you're not going to see any really Zoroark builds in this. Also, we lose DCE, so we need to factor that in. And we may miss some stuff, but we're going to do our best to go over everything. It is going to be a long video, but tons of information to get everybody going here. So, forms of search that will be legal that we know right now. There's still another set that needs to be fully revealed before we have complete information on the August set. We have Sky Legend and we have GG End game or whatever. But we don't have the third set revealed. So, Steven's Resolve. That could be used to get Pokemon in our hand. You know, what's your feeling on that?
I think it's strong because you can get whatever you need, and if there's not really good ways to search for your Pokemon, I think it's going to slow down the game, and I think that will give Steven's Resolve a really big chance.
Also, we don't have it here, but Jasmine. Remember Jasmine lets you search for a bunch of metal Pokemon?
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. We don't have it out here right now, but just keep in mind. So,
That only works with the Bisharp deck that we have there,
or it wouldn't work with Lucario Melmetal.
or that. I mean, there's not too many Pokemon in Lucario Metal.
So, but it may be that metal types make an appearance. So, but Steven's Resolve, while I don't particularly like it because your turn ends, you can't put them on your bench. It is an option, right?
It is.
It's not a good option, but it is an option, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mysterious Treasure, okay? So, I think that instantly propels any psychic slash dragon type near the top, right?
Right.
Then we have Netball, which basically the same thing. Any grass type is going to be propelled closer to the top. Since we don't have Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, Timer Ball. Ultra Ball and Nest Ball are huge that we miss.
Yeah.
Professor Elm is interesting, since you can search for 3 with 60 or less. So, that's going to help our stage 1s, right?
Hopefully.
So, but it doesn't really help out like our Zapdos builds or anything like that, you know?
They got too much HP.
So, it's kind of an awkward spot right now, right?
It also doesn't help the stage 2s because there's still way too much you gotta get.
Yeah, and without Ultra Ball, then you're dependent on Pokemon communication to get that stage 2, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So then that takes us to Ultra Space, which I like, right?
I think it's good.
I think it's really good in combination with Mysterious Treasure or Netball, right?
Yeah.
So we'll circle around back to that, but I really like Ultra Space.
Then Pokemon Fan Club.
Pokemon Fan Club, it's old, it's reliable. Grab any two Pokemon so you could grab what you need, plus a Dedenne to go into draw. So I think that is a much better option than, say, Steven's Resolve.
Yeah.
So then we have a new one, Pokemaniac, that you can search for 3 Pokemon with a retreat cost of 4.
That's interesting.
It is. So you could grab, 3 Snorlax?
How good is that, though?
Or you could grab 3 Venusaur Celebes?
Mm.
4, or does Wailord Magikarp have a 4 retreat cost?
It probably has like a 5.
So,
I don't know.
So it's an interesting card. As of right now, I don't see it performing very well.
No.
Then that takes us to Apricorn Maker. Search your deck for 2 items with the word ball in them. Well, we could search for 2 net balls.
That's good.
So, I mean, it could have niche uses in certain decks that revolve around grass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, not a strong option, right?
No, not really.
Then we have electric magnetic radar. You can play it if you discard 2 other cards from your hand, and you can search your deck for any 2 lightning GX EX. So that's super strong, right?
Especially in the Zekrom Pikachu deck.
Exactly. Zekrom Pikachu, I think definitely is going to benefit from that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a little bit better than an Ultra Ball in that deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can still play like Mysterious Treasure to get your Rayquazas and that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's super strong. Green Search is interesting. Search your deck for 2. Is it supporters or just trainers?
Trainers.
So search your deck for 2 trainers. So there you go. So you can grab Mysterious Treasure, Netball, Pokemon Communication. So that could be a really good option. But remember, if you have abilities in play, you can't play it, right?
That's what it says.
So it's very situational, but I think it could be very strong in certain decks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, Pokemon Communication, which works in everything, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now that we kind of have the search engines talked about, let's go through each deck. And does it sink or can it swim based on our search engine? Because that's what it comes down to, right?
It is.
So grab one and let's talk about it.
We can start over here, I guess.
Okay, so put it in the hot seat. Vikavolt. Okay, so you can use. Does Charger Bug have 60 HP? Yep, it has. Or Grubbin, sorry. Grubbin. Grubbin has 60 HP, so it could take advantage of Professor's Elm. We've seen builds, Bridget builds in Vikavolt before.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question is Pokemon Communication going to get you there? Is that going to get you your Stage 1 and Stage 2 with only 4 Pokemon Communication? Is that going to get it done for you? Do you see that? And I don't think we have access to rare candy. I could be wrong on that. Let me double check on the rare candy real quick.
Put it in the search bar.
Let's see here.
Or don't. There it is.
Yep. So we do have rare candy that is available. So is Pokemon Communication going to get it done or not?
I don't know. It's going to be rough.
So if you run Elm's Lecture and then Poke Comp, is that going to be enough?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So let's put it in the unknown. So where do you want the unknown?
I was thinking turn it sideways.
Okay.
For
The ones that sink, I'll just put out of the way. So grab another one. What you
Oh,
got?
I was thinking just flip them upside down. Jolteon.
Jolteon Greninja variant.
Yep.
Remember, you don't have the Eevee that automatically evolves.
I think that's a float or sink.
So you could run the electromagnetic radar. You could run Elm to get regular Eevee down. What do you think?
But trying to get the Froakies and all that?
Yeah, the water Pokemon, you don't have
Yeah.
Brooklet Hill.
Uh-uh.
So that's a no, right?
This version sinks.
Okay.
Glub.
So Jolteon Greninja, not viable. Next one.
Honchkrow.
Okay, so it does have the Dust Stone,
Mm-hmm.
which definitely helps it out. Which we don't have it on the search, but just know that we know about it. Dust Stone, but
DC.
DCE. No DCE.
It's gonna make things rough, but
3 energy attachments.
and no dark patch. I think if the meta gets slow enough, then
I don't
maybe.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Unless you plan on attaching dark and then like triple boost energy each turn you want to attack.
How strong is the ability right now?
Well, there's no DCE you're shutting off. You just shut off stadiums really and items. I don't think so. Without DCE, I don't think so. And it's already hinges on kind of being too on the slow side.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go no on that.
Yeah.
Next deck.
Snorlax, Malamar.
I think you can alter it to where you don't need Snorlax since Zork's not going to be in play. Snorlax was just good for Zork, really, right?
Yeah.
So it could just be like a Malamar, which we already have a spread deck. So I think it's fine. I would not use Snorlax though.
Definitely not.
So this version of the Snorlax / Malamar, don't really care for it. But we'll get to other Malamar builds, so don't think that we're just eliminating Malamar altogether.
Yeah, I think
Next.
this one's just gonna sink.
Venomoth, once again, suffers no DCE. It does have Netball. For the same reason a Honchkrow, I don't see you attaching 3 grass and it being efficient, right?
Mm-mm.
Unfortunately. So I'm going to have to say sink on that one, right?
Yup.
As of right now, DCE is not going to be legal.
Gardevoir.
Guardian. Now, is that legal? I don't think Gardevoir is legal.
I think it is. The symbol.
It was, Ultra Prism Mon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it is, do you?
I think it is.
You think it is? Why?
But I mean,
It's been in 2 worlds already. You think it's going to be in 3?
sure.
No, I don't think so.
Me in 3 worlds.
I don't think so, Junior. What set is that?
It's kind of looks like a mountain-ish.
Burning Shadows.
So it's good for the next one, right?
No. So Gardevoir is out. Gardevoir is not legal, folks.
Nice one.
That's fine. We'll go through them. All options.
Buzzwole.
Buzzwole. That's an interesting one, right?
Yeah, barely makes the cut.
No. Well, if we're predicting Zekrom and Pikachu to be strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where do we go from here?
I don't think it's that bad. You got Ultra Space.
You got Ultra Space, and that's pretty much it. Or Pokemon Communications.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it could benefit from Pokemon Fan Club too.
Yep.
So I actually think it might be okay. So let's. What do you think?
I think it can float.
I think it could, float. I agree with that. You can turn it sideways. We agree on that?
Sideways is unknown.
Okay, so alright. I agree. I don't know if it swims, but I think it can float. I think it can survive.
Rayquaza.
You got Mysterious Treasure to
Pokemon
help it
Fan
out.
Club.
You got Fan Club to help it out, to accelerate. Um, it still has Acrobike.
You can maybe use the Zero Aura version.
You can, you also have access to Naganadel to accelerate.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't have Tapu Lele. You're going to lose Vikavolt engine, obviously. You have the new Tapu Koko Prism that could help it out.
Yeah.
It does run Nest Ball and Ultra Ball dependent, kind of.
I think it can float.
I think it can float. I agree with that.
Because you got four search engines out of this. You got the Pokemon Communication Fan Club, Ultra Space, and Mysterious Treasure.
Well, you wouldn't use Ultra Space.
Well,
but
you said the Naganadel.
Yeah, you could go that route, definitely. I think it could work. My fear would be Zekrom hitting easily 180.
True.
Would be my fear. But
I mean, it can float.
Yeah. I think it has more options than Buzzwole. Would you agree with that?
For search, yeah.
Okay, so next.
Lucario, Metal.
It doesn't need a whole lot. Now, we're talking here
I think it floats.
either like the stall version or even by itself how we have it built. You've got Fan Club to help it set up or Green Search.
Jasmine.
Yeah, I think it does fine, don't you?
It's a floater.
A floater.
Baby Boy's fun.
Okay, it is Ultra Beast. But just so we're clear, I don't like Baby Blaziken as a deck at all.
Yeah.
But as a tech in Daddy Blaziken, with the combination of Mysterious Treasure for like Naganadels and Ultra Space, and then you could even run Pokemon Communication. So I think it does all right, but I don't like the deck in general. So we can put it over there. Swim. Or do you disagree?
I agree with what you're saying. Don't like the deck, but I mean, it still has the potential.
It could function, yeah. Right.
Kyurem, Quagsire.
Without Brooklet Hill, I don't see it.
Yep.
Without, and let's just go on, maybe even without Quagsire. Just, water in general is going to struggle. No Aqua Patch. No Brooklet Hill.
All they get is Pokemon Fan Club and Pokemon Communications.
I mean, I don't see it. Do you?
Mm-mm.
The setup is going to be too hard. Yeah, you could play Elm to get a bunch of... Well, isn't Quagsire 70 HP? Or are they 60?
Wooper has 70 HP.
Or Wooper, yeah. So Elm's going to be a problem unless there's a 60 HP Wooper.
I don't think there is. It's a sinker.
So I don't think it's going to work. Next.
Jolteon.
Well,
this one's just straight Jolteon. I think this can float. Use Elm to get out EVs. Electronic radar. Or electromagnetic radar to get your Jolteons. And there you go.
I think it could too.
And then you can use Pokemon Communication to swap the GX, the Jolteon, and grab another Pokemon. You can use Fan Club to grab other stuff.
I think it's a deck that could benefit from like Green Search. Playing it, grabbing possibly like 2 of these to help set up. Maybe not even use Elm. Play Green Search, grab 2 of these.
That doesn't get you your EVs, though.
True.
Unless you grab that and then that. Because then you can Pokemon Communication, 1 Jolteon away.
And then you have a Dedenne with your electromagnetic radar or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could work.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
Next, Incineroar.
We do have rare candy. Now, the Littens can be searched with Professor Elms, right?
They can.
So, you have that, and then you could always fan club for the big guy, right? Because you do have rare candy or Pokemon communication.
Fam Club is 2 basics.
Oh, so no fan club.
Communication for the big guy.
Yeah, so you have to run a heavy elm and a heavy communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
So could that work for the big guy?
It's going to be rough.
And then you could always run Ninetales. Now keep in mind the Vulpix isn't going to work with Beacon.
Mm-hmm.
That's not legal either. But you could still run Ninetales to grab like Poke Comp and a rare candy or something. So do you think? I think it could. I think it could do all right, right?
Yeah. With the Ninetales, I think that's what makes the difference. I think this floats. With Jasmine and all.
With Jasmine, yeah.
Because that's all you really need to get the whole deck set up is 1 or 2 Jasmines.
Jasmine or even Elm could get it done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I think you have enough options. Poke Comp, Elm, Jasmine.
Fan Club.
Yeah, I think it works. I think Bisharp Shrine stays alive.
Charizard. I'm going to check to see how much. Charmander has 70 HP.
I think there's probably a 60 Charmander.
But is it playable?
Well, if we're saying Incineroar's playable, then why wouldn't Charizard be playable?
Because you can't use Elm.
Well, if there's a 60 HP Charmander.
No, I don't think there is.
You don't think there is? Alright, well, talk through it while I look. What?
Well,
Why was my connection lost?
nice.
So keep talking through it.
I mean, you can use Pokemon Communication, Pokemon Fan Club. I mean, Pokemon Fan Club might be able to. Do you think that would work?
I think your only route is Elm, and then like Poke Comp.
Okay.
Is your best option, right?
It would.
Or no?
Okay, if it doesn't have 60 HP, do you think it sinks or floats?
If it doesn't have 60 HP, then I don't see it. Do you?
Nah. But I think it's gonna be rough, just like the Pike Bolt.
There's a Charmander with 50, and a Charmander with 60.
Oh, variety.
So I think it could be all right, don't you? I think you could play Ninetales to grab rare candy and a Poke Comp.
But I don't know about the Ninetales part.
You don't?
I think all the stage 2 decks are gonna have to run Ninetales.
Yeah, they are.
So if we put Ninetales in Vikavolt, do you think it?
No, because you want Charger Bug. So you can do the attack, so you can streamline the attack. Let's put it sideways, unknown. Next.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I personally think this will be the deck to beat.
I think Zekrom Pikachu is going to be the deck to beat.
One of these two, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could see an argument for Zekrom Pikachu because it easily hits the 180.
True.
Is why I would concede that Zekrom's probably a better option than Blastoise. But this is money, right? Mysterious Treasure, Ultra Space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you lose Ultra Ball, which hurts.
You can use Sightseer or Sophocles. That's it.
Sophocles, Sightseer. The deck's still going to perform with 4 Mysterious Treasure, 4 Ultra Space.
Oh, yeah.
So, 100% swims.
It's a floater. Flareon.
Flareon variants. Whether it's Flareon with Charizard, Flareon with Macargo. Stage 1, it has no Eevee. Can't take advantage of Ultra Space, so it's going to have to be an Elm build. It might be a little slow because it doesn't have the energy evolution.
And it can't hit really big numbers. It's
So, I mean, where are you at with that?
it's you can do 220 at most.
I think it sinks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it sinks. I think it's gonna struggle.
Hitmonchan.
Without Nest Ball, without Brooklet Hill,
Mm-hmm.
what's your options here? You can't use Elm.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good
You
for it.
can't use Pokemaniac.
You gotta use Apricorn Maker with Pokeball. Actually, I don't even know Pokeballs.
No, Pokeball's not legal. These are your options other than Jasmine.
No, flip a coin.
I don't see it, folks.
Nope.
I don't think so. Right?
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. That was a really fun deck to play.
Yep.
Zork Greninja.
Now it loses Darkrai with Restoration.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is another one you have to run with Fan Club to grab your Zark Greninja and then a Dedenne to accelerate through.
Mm-hmm.
You do have Acrobike still.
I think it can float. It's not going to be good as it used to be.
You still have energy switches.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have multi-switch, but you definitely have energy switch.
No, multi-switch is gone.
So I think it might be all right, don't you?
It'll be okay.
I think so.
Stunfisk.
Same reason as like Hitmonchan.
Yep.
Because Spirit Tomb has 70, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it has 60. Spirit Tomb has 60, but the Stunfisk?
Grabbing that out is going to be a pain in the butt.
I don't see it. You lose DCE.
True.
You might even lose Rainbow.
Yep.
So, no. Right?
It's a goner.
You lose Rainbow, you lose DCE. I don't see it.
Ultra Necrozma.
Oh, yeah.
This stays good.
See, this was my... So, I think... We'll talk about, like, our early runners. But, yeah. This is perfect, right?
Mm-hmm. It's going to stay good.
Yeah.
Zapdos.
I'm in between on this one. I'm very, very conflicted. Whether it's... We can put both of these. Zapdos Beast or regular Zapdos. I'm in between because, I mean, the deck is inherently so strong. But, man, without Nest Ball, how are we going to get it done?
Maybe you have to run more Buzzwalls and then rely on Ultra Space.
Well, in, like, the Beast version, you could run Ultra Space.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the regular with Jirachis...
Mm-mm.
How are we getting there?
I think that version's dead.
Yeah, I mean, Elm doesn't get it done because Jirachi has 70. Radar's not going to help because you're basic. I don't see it, do you?
No, that one is dead.
So, the regular Zapdos Jirachi, I don't see it, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
But the other version with the Beast, I think it has a chance.
But the Beast version, we could load up with Communication, we could load up with Ultra Space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you may just have to play it a little bit different to where Zapdos is now the secondary partner and maybe like Buzzwall is the main attacker, right?
The main shine.
So we're going to put Zapdos Beast as possibly floating, swimming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malamar.
It's golden. It's beautiful.
Still got...
You want to argue against it?
No.
You've got Mysterious Treasure. You've got Poke Comp. It's 100%
Fan Club,
fine.
Elm.
It's 100% fine, right? You've got the reuse of Garatina to where you don't need that many search options. It's 100%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Duck Trio is another difficult one. You could take advantage of Elm. No Brooklet Hill. So you're 100% dependent on Elm. And then you're dependent on Pokemon communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or possibly like a green search to grab 2 poke comps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the fence. I could see an argument for no, and I could see an argument for yeah, right?
I think it goes sideways.
Okay. Yeah. Zekrom Pikachu. Um, it's arguably going to be one of the strongest. We'll get into what we think our early outlook at the end of this will be, but yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Charizard's interesting because it's not going to have as many tools as Blacephalon, for instance, to get out the basics. So, what are your thoughts on this, Dancing Bear?
Well, it's not going to be how it is right now, where it's just everywhere.
Your options are Poke Comp, Poke Fan Club, which I think that could be good. Grab your Charizard and a Dedenne,
Mm-hmm.
or even to grab Charizard and a Jirachi,
Yeah.
followed by the next turn Welder. So I think it could be alright. I think this is one of the decks that's going to have to take advantage of Pokemon Fan Club.
Yeah.
Now remember, there's no Tapu Lele, so you're going to have to load up on Pokemon Fan Clubs.
4 of.
Which is going to take the space of your Welders.
Or you can take out the Tapu Leles that are already in it. I think it can fit the fan clubs.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is you're going to have to play probably 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Grab your Charizard, grab a Dedenne, or possibly you could play Green Search if you don't start the Jirachi or Dedenne. There's already Green Search doing really good at Charizard, so you could just use Green Search, and then that can get you into a couple Poke Comps, or it could get you a followed up Pokemon Fan Club for the next turn.
Or it can get you the Welder Flint combo.
I think it's going to be one of the most difficult decks to figure out how to get it working, but the deck is just so strong right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it could be fun. Especially if you play the 4 Volcanion.
Yeah, that's gonna help things
To get
go.
your starter, so that kind of covers your Welder offset, right?
Yeah.
If you do have to go into a Fan Club Charizard Dedenne combo.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it could be fun. Guardian Sylveon, where are you at with that?
Well,
It already plays Green Search.
I think it could work if you just run like 4 Gardevoir Sylveon.
I'm still waiting on that Fire Charm. If we ever get that Fire Charm, woo, it instantly becomes like the deck to beat, right? Because it covers both of these, lightning and fire.
Mm-hmm.
I
think it can float.
I think it could be fun. Because it's self-accelerating with energy, able to move it around. Ace Roll is still legal.
Yep.
So, yeah. Gramble, isn't the little guy 70?
Yeah. Snubble.
Snubble. There's not a 60 Snubble, is there?
I really don't think so.
Nope. I'm only seeing 70 HP Snubble. So without Ultra Ball to dwindle your hand down, without Nest Ball,
I'm not liking it.
I don't think so. It sinks unless you have an argument for it doesn't.
I don't.
Here's another one.
Buzzwole.
I think it's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Operates off the Green Search engine. Can grab 2 Net Balls.
You can even run Ultra Space.
You could run Apricorn Maker to grab 2 Net Balls. It's 100% fine, right?
Yep.
Wheezing, spread deck. I think it's perfectly fine.
Yep. You still have Mysterious Treasure, Elm, Van Club. Yeah.
You still haven't changed this. This is the wrong
No,
one.
that one's all you.
So, yeah, Wheezing is fine, right?
It's a floater.
So, your Gengar project. Stage 2, but it does have Mysterious Treasure. I think it can take advantage of Elm if it wants to.
Yeah, it can. Ghastly has, I think, 60 HP. And then Haunter has like 70.
Yep, 60 HP.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
I think it's in the same boat as the other stage 2s. I think it and Vikable.
So sideways?
Yeah.
Unknown.
But no, I don't want it over here.
Oh. And last,
Get that corn out of my face.
but not least, the Aerodactyl gains triple boost, however loses Expedition map.
Yep. That's tough right there.
Loses Expedition map, so you're struggling to draw into your unidentified fossils.
Mm-hmm.
There is a new card, though, wasn't there? That does something with fossils.
Green Search.
Yeah, you could green search the fossils. I think it might be okay, don't you? Or no?
Maybe. It's the 3 attack cost is gonna be rough.
Well, you got the
still.
triple boost energy, plus you have Mysterious Treasure if you still want to run the Malamar engine. You no longer have DCE.
I think it's still gonna be kind of rough.
You hit 180, right?
Mm-hmm. 90 and 90. GX, EX.
And then Choice Band. 180, so 210, then Shrine. Couple ticks on Shrine.
3 ticks, 240.
Remember, no Tapu Koko, but we do have a new Pokemon in the new set that kind of acts like Tapu Koko. Not as good, but it's going to be our best option. I think it could. I think it could swim.
Sure.
Okay. What would you say? And I know we don't have any new decks from the new sets, but from right here, what we have, what would you say are the obvious strongest?
Those 3.
Okay. So, let's kind of move all this stuff out of the way. So you think these 3 are the strongest?
Mm-hmm.
And let me throw one more in there.
Malamar.
The Buzzwole.
Yeah.
Let me throw it in
Put it
here.
over there. Oh, is that your order? You have it in?
My order? How I would... Okay, you do your order first. And then I'll do mine.
Done.
So you think
That way.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Interesting. My order would actually be... I think... Blaziphon, that. So, the only thing we disagree on is these 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what would you say are kind of the next tier? So, like, these would be tier 1. What would be tier 2?
I think Malamar could be tier 2.
I completely agree. Malamar variants, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
think
one?
Lucario could be tier 2.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Obviously Charizard, if you get it working. I know that's crazy putting Charizard tier 2, but these have better options, right? To function rather than Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm kind of liking this with the Janine and
okay.
all.
I don't mind that.
It's a good one.
I just
Nice
worry about the
attacker.
numbers. 120, 150 with Choice Band. I worry about the numbers. Might
Oh.
not be high enough.
You go to the two-shot game, you got the numbers.
Until they damage you, and then your damage output is 30. So, but I'll give you that. On this row, can we kind of agree something like, for now, something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Can we agree like that?
I definitely do agree.
So Malamar, then Lucario, Melmetal, and then Charizard, and then
That
Bisharp
one's
Shrine.
more of a rogue idea for it being there.
So, I think we pretty much agree, other than these two, right?
Yeah, which, I mean, they're both super solid choices.
And I see your argument why it could be better, and hopefully you see my argument why it could be better. But you know what? I could see an argument for this being better than both of those.
Mm-hmm.
So, something to think about. And this is no slouch either, because you do have Netball, Green Search.
It so far has the most way to search out for Pokemon.
It's going to be fine. However, the fire weakness.
Yeah.
Okay. People are going to figure out Charizard, and people are definitely going to be playing Blacephalon, right?
I think that's what gives it the number 4 spot.
Yep, it does, the weakness. But there's ways around that, so. You got anything else, Dancing Bear?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, we're going to start slowly making these standard legal, and then testing to kind of see if our thinking is fairly accurate or not, right?
That's the plan.
So we have a lot of work to do, and we'll get started. We'll try to have a video for y'all Monday morning on some of our testing after the rotation, okay?
Okay.
So Monday morning, be looking for that, and until next time, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.